So that's it. This is Nigeria right now. Action.
My friend.
Finally, Nigeria right now.
Right now, okay.
Please, the hot seat.
Which hot seat? There's no hot seat anywhere.
There's hot seat.
We're here to have a discussion on how to better Nigeria. There's a hot seat.
True. How you been? How is Nigeria treating you?
Nigeria is doing very well, moving forward. At least we have come out from the dungeon. We are now come to safety. So the next step now, after 1 year in office, seeing all the great achievement of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is to move us to the level of growth. And all the indices are clear that Mr. President has done well for Nigeria, and all his team, they are doing very, very well.
Is that your opinion or the general view? You represent the people.
As far as I'm concerned,
is that the view of your people?
As a local government chairman that I've been in this saddle since 2015, I have seen governments come, and I have seen clearly a government that, for me, for one, I thought it would be very difficult for somebody who took that bold decision of removing subsidy from day one. You know, virtually all the political parties, their candidates campaigned on that ground. So just swear me into office as president of Nigeria, subsidy will be gone. I remember Dr. Peter B, Mr. Peter B, the way he's fondly called, say so severally. And I heard Atiku Abubakar say so. I had other candidates. So
But they didn't say they were going to take it off at the Eagle Square.
Bola Tinubu didn't just say his, he matched it with action. In fact, to me, it's the highest political risk any politician can take. And that's why I have a lot of love and respect for Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Why has that gotten Nigeria?
Because let me tell you, it is a decision that has to be taken. Head or tail, that decision had to be taken because all indices shows clearly. Without that decision taken off the table, we can move forward as a people. We can't be borrowing money to subsidize other people's pockets. We can't be borrowing money to be subsidizing fueling in other neighboring countries in the name of subsidy. And at the end of the day, you expect Nigeria, we are borrowing to pay salary. The local government system was almost dead. The states find it difficult to even pay salary. Today, 1 year in office, virtually all the states have one project or the other they are commissioning. Development is now a competition, a heavy competition.
But
all the state governors are competing among themselves because Bola Ahmed Tinubu have done the needful by removing subsidy. Funds has now been attracted to the states. Even states that find it difficult to pay salary are now not only paying salaries, but they are doing wonderful projects that will move Nigeria. The trickle from all these tiers of government will build this nation quicker.
Is subsidy really gone? Is it gone?
Subsidy is gone.
How?
Subsidy is gone.
I ask how because let's look at least let's apply common reasoning, right? If fuel is not produced in Nigeria, it's imported, and what is the exchange rate right now? The exchange rate right now is above 1,000 naira, almost 1,500 naira, as the case may be. So if you're selling fuel in Nigeria for 600 and something, some places 700, some places 800, as the case may be, how is subsidy gone? The outstanding, who is paying for that outstanding?
Good. Whether you like it or not, we have laws. We have laws that govern all the activities we carry out. We have laws that govern the activities in NNPC, they govern the activities in Ministry of Petroleum. It is clear that you are aware that we have issues and you came to ask for this job. And you know that this job, you can only manage it in accordance with our law. The laws of Nigeria is not the law of Ghana. Our laws are clear on the way to manage our activity. If NNPC is comfortable with the current price sale and have said no matter the pressure, they are not going to increase the pump price of petroleum, you don't call that subsidy, sir. What should bother you is this product available? If the products are available, good, the masses can access them and we can have a comfortable life. Don't forget, even at the rate you are talking about, we are still considered one of the cheapest petroleum price sales in the world.
Really?
Yes.
What about food on the table?
No, hold on, I'm coming.
Because knowing
Hold on, I'm coming.
How are your people fed?
Excuse me,
Is
sir.
that not important to you?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Whether you like it or not, that decision Mr. President took from Ego Square, he said this decision is going to bring in a reverse burden on the people. And we will do everything in our powers to make sure we cushion those reverse burdens. And now,
1 year after,
hold on,
what are those cushioning effects
yes,
that the government has activated?
it's happening. For instance, there is improvement in our infrastructures.
Where and where?
Yes. Our roads are not passable, sir.
Where?
I come from Niger Delta.
Yes.
The level of work I've seen go on in East-West Road, I've never seen it before. The standard of job Omaya and his team are doing on East-West Road, I've never seen it before. I've been visiting Abuja. I've never seen the kind of work that a minister
No, the
has done.
FCT minister, you must give it to him.
Nobody
will take that away.
I'm coming.
The
I'm
FCT
coming.
minister is working,
I'm
and
coming.
we agree. I'm saying that on tape. But that's not enough for us to now use
excuse me now.
as a yardstick
there are
to judge other
ministries.
performances.
Excuse me, there are other ministries. Yes, these are working. The Ministry of Finance, as we speak today, a friend of mine called me that can I guess how much dollar is this morning?
How much?
That dollar is 1,250.
Really?
I was shocked. As a day before yesterday, dollar was 1,5 something. Day before yesterday, today it's 1,250. So Cardoso should be given a thumbs up.
If you are, maybe into production and all of that,
yes,
right? And most of the equipment you use here, even in farming and all of that, most of it are not produced here in Nigeria.
We'll get there.
You go to the market. I know we'll get there. We'll go to the market. You buy it at 1,250, yes, and then next tomorrow is 1,500. That inconsistency. How does that help the economy of our country?
Fine. This is a government that is just 1 year as yesterday.
1 year is not a
hold
just.
on, no, hold on. It's
in
1
the life
year.
of a nation.
Excuse me, sir. It's 1 year just yesterday.
Yes.
And you don't expect all the magic to be done overnight. In fact, let me tell you, if Mr. President did not remove subsidy, the likes of you would have said, oh, you are broken on your promise. You made promise to Nigerians when you're seeking for this job that you will remove subsidy. Why are you still wasting time in removing subsidy? And the man makes an excuse to say, I am trying to find the right time to remove subsidy. It's a bad campaign against him.
No.
So the question is, hold on, sir. It is.
That won't be.
No, it is.
Food on the table.
Hold on.
Because the purpose of governance is welfare and security of the people.
Thank you.
And these two
hold on. No. Hold on. Welfare.
Yes.
What do you define welfare? Welfare is not only
food on the table.
No, welfare is not only food.
No, but at least food is the most paramount.
Hold on. And the government is doing well to see, at first, Nigeria infrastructure grows. When you build road, you have developed a nation 50% unknown to you. Because easy access to transportation brings in a lot of leverage for product to come from the hinterlands, from the farms. And when you build these roads, these infrastructures, you increase the speed to fight insecurity. I am telling you as a local government chairman, I have fought insecurity and we're still fighting insecurity where we come from. And one of the major advantages we had was that the then governor of River State, who is now the FCT minister, made sure all our roads were passable. And so it was at the snap of a finger, security men will appear and they will do their job. But if the roads are not passable, these jobs will take time to be done. And the criminals will have a field day. So the point I am saying is that building hospitals, building roads, rebuilding our schools, empowering the security agents, the Nigerian Army, the Nigerian Navy, all these are things that are not going to happen. They are coming together. Well, we have seen what Mr. President has done for 1 year. As far as we are concerned as Nigerians, give it to him.
You don't speak for Nigeria.
Hold on, I'm a Nigerian.
Yes, you're Nigerian. You can speak for yourself, but you can't speak
I am speaking as a Nigerian.
Because most Nigerians are hungry.
Sir, I am speaking as a Nigerian.
Yes.
As a Nigerian, I have seen a president who has brought us out from precipice and has brought us a safe ground, and it's now for us to build into that growth we all envisage.
Many other
growths are coming.
Many other Nigerians will not agree with you, but let's not dwell.
You may not agree with me.
Many other Nigerians.
You will not agree with me.
Many other Nigerians.
Because you have an opinion. But I want you to know, Nigerians are listening to you. And Nigerians know that Bola Ahmed Tinubu have done well.
Percentage of Nigerians who do not agree with what you're saying is over 80%.
Who did the calculations, sir, if I may ask?
At least Vanguard, Guardian newspaper, They came out
What
with
is
this.
the reach? What is the reach of Vanguard in Nigeria? I can remember that.
Are you asking?
I'm asking, yes. I am
Vanguard
excuse me, sir.
Guardian.
I'm a local government chairman. Hold on. We have 774 local government chairman councils in Nigeria. How many of these councils that have Vanguard reporters? I don't deal with secondary reports.
Which of the reports will you take?
The reports of the common Nigerians at home.
The common Nigerians.
And they are telling you, hold on, and common Nigerians are telling you, sir, our roads are not passable.
Really?
Yes, sir. We cannot see local government chairman deliver on dividends of democracy. As a local government chairman, I can't even remember that if it was possible for a local government chairman to do a project of 1.something billion, I am a living example. I built an international market and a motor park, fully furnished, for my people, the people of Ikwere local government, 1.6 billion. How will a local government chairman have that opportunity if not for a government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu who has a team in the NDDC that is willing to listen to the poor people, remembering the acts that brought them to life, and they decided to support the third tier. Because if you don't build Nigeria from the third tier, you're wasting your energy.
Nigeria right now with Dixon Irebu. Today my guest is the executive chairman of Ikwere local government in Rivers State, Dr. Samuel Nwanosike. We'll be right back. Welcome right back. This is still Nigeria right now with Dixon Irebu. And today my guest is the executive chairman of Ikwere local government, Dr. Samuel Nwanosike. It's 20-something minutes already because you were engaging. But let me ask you, there are lots of activities politically going on in your state. And being a local government chairman, you should tell us a lot more about Rivers. Particularly yourself, you have been in the public with your views about your governor and the government of Fubara. What is happening in Rivers State? What exactly is the situation?
You only go by the speculations you see
it's okay,
on
it's okay.
social
Let's
media.
Hear from you. Yours will not be speculation.
Yes.
What is happening in your state? What exactly
what's happening in my state is that somebody swore an oath to protect and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and said that I will govern Rivers people in accordance of our law. At this point, you cannot shift the goalpost at the middle of a match. You can't say that we are not running a constitutional democracy. It's not possible. That is where we are. It is not an autocratic governance system. Everything you do...
It's not a jungle.
No, it's not a jungle. It's a democracy. It is called government of the people, by the people, and for the people. So you are there for the people.
And the rule of law must apply.
Thank you. And so we are seeing a man, meek in posture, calm in giving, and gentle in speaking by his quote-unquote notion, innocent in presentation, but have decided to be a dictator.
How?
Because he has jettisoned all laws known by Nigerian Constitution.
How is that?
We have a state where the funds of Rivers State are spent without any known budget. Because when the Court of Competent Jurisdiction, as delivered by Justice Omotosho at the Federal High Court in Abuja on the 24th of January, was specific that you cannot present a budget to a four-man-led assembly.
Four-man-led assembly?
Yes, purported four-man-led assembly.
The other 27, where were they?
No, we should be asking you. So I'm not the court. Hold on. I've answered you. I've told you that. Hold on. I'm telling you that I am not Justice Omotosho that give that ruling. A ruling of a federal high court. Yes. And so we expect if the governor frowns at that ruling, the rule of law says he should approach a superior court, which is the Court of Appeal, to say, no, I have a budget. Set this judgment aside so that I can continue governance. No, the governor decided to cobble off the judgment of court and decided to continue to spend Rivers money without any known legislation. That is one. Two, we have a governor that does not have respect any known court order or a court ruling.
Really?
Yes. We are seeing a situation where parties are in court in one court, party same, matter same, order given by them. Lawyers approach the court for joinder to hear the matter. This same party decides to abandon that court, goes to another court, the middle of the night, gets another interim injunction to give rights to same issue, same party, and same canvas matters. That is recklessness. My worry is that NBA just today released a statement about Kanu. And so I'm asking, are they saying they're not aware of what's happening in Rivers State? The president of NBA should be listening to this program. Should wake up to say, no, this is not allowed. If an appeal is filed in a matter, the lower court stands down its jurisdiction until that appeal is set aside, or the matter is returned back to the court of first instance, or you can go to the Superior Court and Supreme Court. But in Rivers State, no. Lawlessness everywhere. As far as we are concerned, nobody has any problem with the governor.
Nobody
has any problem with the governor.
You have been in
your
own problems. With the
if
governor.
You listen to my statements, and I can repeat my statement, you can go back and play them back up to back. I'm an elected local government chairman.
Yes.
When I was re-elected in 2021, I was given a certificate of return. And it's written there 17th of June, 2024.
That's when your tenure elapses.
But I have a governor who has SIEC in his pocket. SIEC means State Independent Electoral Commission. In his pocket, like every other governor has. He has all the money. He has all the support. And the question is, you have everything that will make you win local government election. Why did you fail in conducting local government election? The law says you must give 90 days of notice to all interested parties. Why did you fail in giving the notice? Even when SIEC approached you severally, you told them that local government election is not in your priority of list. The problem is that Mr. Governor, because of whatever he was thinking in his mind.
What do you think he was thinking?
No, he is believing that, as usual, when we used to have rubber stamp assemblies, that he could, on his own, send names to assembly for caretaker and run caretaker for like 1 year. You know, it's norm.
This is the same camp, because I remember during the campaign for the Guba aspiration, right, of Fubara, you were in the forefront campaigning.
Yes.
What happened? What went wrong?
Good. Until a man swears that oath, takes that power, you wouldn't know that man. It's a popular saying that said, if you want to know a man, give him money and power. And in this case, this man was given money, power, and immunity. The lion and whatever is that man will not come out. I'm a human being. I believe in the candidature of Similala Fubara until he was sworn in as governor. So his actions after he took his oath of office of not standing up to the constitution he swore to, he's not my making.
For how long was this actions of his that informed your now withdrawing your support for him? How long? Because it wasn't up to even 6 months before your squabble started.
I didn't have a squabble with Similala Fubara.
Who were you having
Hold
squabble?
on.
Who was he having squabble?
Hold on, sorry, sir. Similala Fubara had a problem with the actions he took that were inimical to the constitution, and he was called to order by the University House of Assembly. Rather than to stay and say, gentlemen, yes, we have 3 arms of government, executive, legislative, and judiciary. I don't want to have issues with any of the arm. I'm an arm, so we need to work together.
The independence of any of them should
Exactly.
stand.
Now, probably he had a different orientation. And I know that's what's worrying him. Now, we've had previous governors. We had Ada George.
Yes.
We had Dr. Peter Dele.
Yes.
We had Rochi Michibika Amechi. And we had Nyesom Wike.
Yeah.
And in fact, in all these people we had, they enjoyed positive relationship with the House of Assembly. That's why people like you used to get very angry and said, how come all the assemblies in Nigeria are rubber stamp assembly? I remember you when you asked those questions. Now,
why are you bringing me into this? Because it has nothing to do with me. My business is to play the devil's advocate and engage the likes of you.
I just recanted the fact that you had the popular saying that virtually all the assembly in Nigeria are rubber stamp.
Rubber stamp, yeah.
You've never changed. Have you
I haven't changed.
And so I am saying that to deepen our democracy, We've had a president who have decided to take the bull by the horn, like he did that of fuel subsidy, to say there must be full autonomy for the local government system. I am leaving soon as a local government chairman.
Yeah.
But I know that for Nigeria to do well, the 774 local government chairman and more that will be created in the future, so that democracy can get deep down to the people, should have their autonomy 100%.
I agree with that. Yeah.
The governors harass the president indirectly on their game, turn around and still come and harass the grassroots.
Is it harass or pocket the...
No, it's harass. No, it's harass. Let me tell you, it's harass. Let me tell you why it's harass. If you don't do their bidding, you're kicked out of the office. Either they sponsor impeachment on you, or either you're suspended, or either you're sacked. They'll tell you go to court. And you take a long journey to court. Before you finish on court, the tenure is gone. And maybe you win. They say they pay your salary and whatever is your due. And your vision for your people is not achieved.
Yeah.
I am lucky that I've achieved my 5-point agenda. I campaigned for my people. I have achieved them. So whatever anybody is doing now, the person came late. That's one.
You just have a few days to go.
But, like I said in that viral video, I said that my certificate of return is reading 17th of June, 2024.
Yeah.
But it is not a fault of mine that His Excellency the Governor of Rivers State, Governor Fubara, refused to conduct local government election. And by all known law of Nigeria, and by existing court judgments and orders, the known House of Assembly is the House of Assembly led by Martins Amehule. And that if Martins Amehule Assembly cease to tell me, as I am sitting now waiting to exit office, that I should do them a favor and do Rivers people a favor to avoid vacuum, I should remain in office until local government election is conducted, because they don't want caretaker and they don't want any other person, not an elected fellow, come to govern the local government system. I will sit in that office and uphold the constitution, because I swore to uphold that constitution with everything in my power.
You swore to uphold the constitution within the time limit.
That's what I'm saying. I say I have told that if assembly, I didn't say I, because the local government law, hold on, sir. The local government law we have today is clear. They are the true supervisors of our activities as a government. That's the law. It is the University House of Assembly that is actually our boss. The only place the governor has a power is the jack. And that's why we are worried that the law stipulates, the constitution that this our governor swore to says, don't touch local government money without calling for jack. As we speak, Governor Fubara has held our allocation for 2 months. That of February had the 3rd month. And he didn't even hold the allocation. He went and wrote a letter through the Accountant General of the state asking banks to bypass our signatories. That as far as he is concerned, we don't exist. Just the way he does not believe that assembly exists. And we say this is not autocratic rule. It is democracy. It is not the governor to say whether assembly will exist or not. It is not the governor to say whether a local government chairman will exist or not. The governor's power starts and ends in jack. Call jack for monitoring sake, hold jack meeting, take out that of the state, give the local government theirs. Even when they are doing all the deduction they do, we don't frown at it. Okay. We say, allow us the authority to answer chief accounting officers, so that we can be questioned tomorrow. How we manage the resources. You can't question me when you have bypassed me to go and pay local government workers yourself. And you say that the governor is a Democrat.
No, I get that.
The governor is not a Democrat.
Which of the assembly are you talking about? Is it the assembly of those who defected to another political party without any reason whatsoever? And there is a constitutional provision for when you want to decamp or defect to another political party. So did the governor really say there is no existence of the state assembly, or that those who defected don't exist by law?
Did you actually listen to the governor?
I did. Well, the video is
everywhere.
The governor
said that he allowed the assembly to...
That assembly?
Hold on.
Of the 27th.
Hold on now. You asked the question, so let me answer you.
Yes.
He allowed the assembly to float. That he's the one that allowed them to just float, to stay, because of political exigencies.
As agreed with the president, isn't it?
I'm coming now.
Yeah.
He says so.
And
we are saying, Mr. Governor, you don't have that powers.
Which powers?
And to say whether an assembly exists or not. And we are happy that the governor through the back door, has tried to seek an injunction through a court.
To do what?
To say that the assembly member's seat has been vacated. But the question is, you talk about defection. I don't want to talk about the issue of 27 assembly members.
Why won't you talk about them? Because you've been talking about the assembly.
I'm coming.
Yes.
You asked me a specific question about defection. It's a matter that is sub judice. I will not. Because even you that is talking to me, you might be an agent to get an information.
I'm being accused.
So we'll wait. I am happy that we are before the judges.
Yeah. So if
let the judges hold on.
Okay.
They have the constitution. They have the books. There's a law.
Yes.
It's not who jumps to shout that will win.
Exactly.
It is at the end of the day, and don't forget, it's going to be a long walk.
Is it?
After the court of first instance, there is an appeal. Any both side can test, and there's also a Supreme Court. Any both side can test. So when we get there, and we'll get to the end of it, then we will not know who was right or not. But just to tell you, whatever cannot be proven without a fact, as held by Supreme Court, can be denied without a fact.
Okay, fine.
So leave it there.
I get that. Since it is sub judice for us to discuss the aspect that is already in court, which of the political parties are you part of now? Which one? Is it PDP, APC, or which one of them?
I belong to the People's Democratic Party.
Those 27 House of Assembly members you were talking about, which political party were they elected on?
People's Democratic Party.
Where do they belong now?
I said it's a matter that is sub judice.
No, I'm asking
Hold
you
on,
because
sir.
you're from...
I am not a court. This matter...
Is it on record that they said that there's no more part of your party?
I will still tell you, we will wait for my lords to take that decision. Sir, if you are a true Democrat, because Nigeria right now,
Don't bring in...
Hold on, Nigeria right now is considered a democratic platform.
That's what it is.
So we expect you to speak like a Democrat.
I am a Democrat.
We are talking about an institution of government, an arm of government, legislature. That the governor will go and sign an executive order that he's directing the assembly to come and sit inside government. Is that democracy? Is that what you want people to hear from you?
You talked about the aspect that led to that being sub judice, if we were to go into it.
No, hold on.
Because the assembly... You
asked me where the problem... He has no... Listen, let me tell you something, sir. If a man is a party in a matter before a court, mentioned, parties the same, issue the same, it is going to be legal rascality for you to jump to another court.
Chairman, let us get a final word from you.
Yes.
Is there anything that you have seen wrong from your own end that probably was not handled properly, that escalated all of this whole problem? That is, when I say your own end, that
from
is
my own end,
family.
This crisis, first of all, was unnecessary, because if the entire family sat back and said you should be the governor, and said this one should be assembly members, and this person should be speaker, and you have any issue against Mr. Speaker, rather than plot his removal or impeachment, all you needed to do was to call the entire members of the assembly on your own and say, gentlemen, yes, we come from a political family, but I'm in charge here. There is something that is not going well. I want to know why A, B, C, D is happening. A young man was overambitious. He wanted to be speaker of the National Assembly or chief of staff. If not, the heaven must fall. Yes, his plan has worked. He has created a crisis, and the crisis has led him to become the chief of staff of the government. But we cannot see where it has led us to. It was unnecessary.
Thank you for having us,
Thank you
interact with you like this.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate it too.
I'll see you on this same show next week when we come back. I hope by then that in the rivers would have found solution to this whole political squabble. I'll be back next week.